There are a variety of different religious institutions in Needham, and recently I took time to speak with two ministers from the Redeemer Community Church, and here's what they had to say.
Redeemer started in the living room of one of our current members in Wellesley. They called their friends and ended up with 20 people the first night that they met in the home, and that started in 2004. We're independent and interdenominational. And so we have a blend of information and liturgy from the Episcopal background, a fairly strong biblical theology from, let's say, the Congregational and Evangelical denominations, and a really strong missional emphasis from other denominations. So we are, in that sense, a blend. And at this point, we're unaffiliated with any denomination, not by sort of war or anything, just we don't have one that we fit in right at the moment.
I would say we're people on Jesus' way. We want to walk with Him. That means putting our feet where He puts His feet, doing the things He does, responding to people the way He does, and that's a major value for us to live in the kind of life that He lived.
We believe that Bible is God's way of helping us understand Him. It's actually, we believe it is a word. It's authoritative for us. And when we would say we believe it literally, we mean that we believe it speaks to what it says. So there's poems, and they're poems. There's songs, and there's history. So there's all kinds of literature in it, and we take them for what they say. Our sermons are from the Bible, and our Sunday school classes are around the Bible. Our program runs from 10 to 11:30, and that's our worship and our Sunday school. Everybody starts in the church. We sing and hear the scriptures and have a children's sermon. And then the children up through high school and even high school go and have about 35 minutes of Sunday school. And then we have the sermon and prayers of the people while they're away. And then they come back at the passing of peace, and we continue through the saying of the Creed and the celebrating of the Eucharist, of communion, every week.
The image of God in Genesis is male and female. In His image He created them. And so we feel like having the voice of a man and woman preaching is a fuller revelation, a fuller understanding that God is in us all, and we each have something to contribute.
We're very informal in our church. We don't wear robes or ties, and we don't go by titles. Because we're looking for a high degree of involvement as opposed to just showing up and leaving, we've decided to talk about membership in terms of an annual covenant. So we have 7 values as a community that are things that we embrace together, and they're just the normal Christian things. We want to be worshipful and biblical and loving, missional, those kind of things. But each year in January, as a community, we remember what those are, and then we sign our membership covenant saying, this year I'm once again anteing up. I'm going to be part of this. And it isn't so much they're anteing up with their money, it's they're saying, I'm going to lean into this as a person, as a family, and I'm going to help us as a church keep growing.